I'll do my Queen's wave. Hello and welcome. My name is Kathy A. and today I thought I would go through my luxury, high-end, independent label, celebrity, influencer makeup of 2023, all my favorites from these categories. And I'll just put them in a cohesive order for you so you can kind of follow along. This is almost like my makeup routine. I always like to prime, and I do have a really good skincare routine right now, so I'm very, very moisturized heavily when I come to the makeup table. So I've done all my skincare, waited about 30 minutes, and then I'll come to the table here. And this is MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly, which is kind of a nudie light girl paint shade. And that will be, you can see all my swatches from my last video. Sorry about that. This is a really good eye base. It's not really marketed as an eye primer, but an eye base from the MAC company. And you know, I think MAC has just got some excellent products, and I don't know why they just have not been in the forefront of popularity over the last few years. I think since the original owners sold out, they haven't really recovered from that. You know, the creativity and the interesting products and stuff. And there are so many makeup companies that are doing what MAC used to do. But MAC still maintains some really good products, and I still like to support them. So the MAC Painterly Paint Pot is how I just use a little bit, and I put it on my eye first before anything else. And I make sure not to get too close to the corners, the inner corners here. I just do a little bit and make sure it's blended out really nicely. For the face, because I'm so heavily moisturized, I really just need a little bit of face primer, and I actually use the drugstore one for my main face primer, but for glow, I do love this Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Flawless Face Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm just going to put a little here right over the top of my makeup, and you can see it gives you a very beautiful, lit from within, kind of a natural glow look without disturbing your actual makeup. So I put that on underneath my makeup so it kind of shows through any kind of foundation that I would use. It works well, it plays well with others. And the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury is my favorite glow product for under makeup. For concealer, I have two oddball things, and you can't find them in Sephora, unfortunately. Neither one of these, you have to send away for these. Both of these were advertisements either on YouTube or on Facebook, and I went and just took the chance, and sure enough, this concealer is outstanding. It's called Fiera. It is a US product, and they sell it worldwide. The ads for this were very similar to those ones for the Il Makiage, where people just kind of swiped a little bit on their face, and they just looked in total disbelief of how beautiful, you know, it worked. I think it's an excellent concealer. They call it the luxury concealer. And what's nice about it is it's hydrating, it's got really good coverage. You can use it as a foundation, but there's very little in this tube to use it as a foundation as well. And it would be too expensive, I think, to use this as a foundation, but it does work so well. It does not accentuate your texture at all. It doesn't go into the lines. It lasts all day. It's the perfect concealer. Absolutely perfect. It is worth the money. It does cost a little bit more than drugstore concealers, but you know, they're getting up there now too. Yeah, really nice. This is, I think, beige. Natural beige is the shade I got. It's not really super light or brightening. It's just really good coverage for a lot of the darkness that I have, and it evens out texture. It's good for blemishes, skin, sunspots, things like that. Really, really nice. And it's Fiera. And that is my favorite concealer of the year 2023. Now for brightening and hydrating, I love this one, and it's another oddball brand, Yenza. I bought Yenza's foundation because I thought it was just stunning on the models they showed, and I love the foundation, but the foundation was like $60. And I tried the concealer because I like the foundation so much, and I love this concealer. It is a doe foot applicator. There is a brightening effect with it. It stays put. It does not gravitate into the lines. It does not get patchy or grab onto dry patch, anything like that. It's just beautiful. This is Yenza. And I think it has a little bit more of a hydrating, brightening effect to it. That's why I'm also mentioning it as well as the Fiera. So they're kind of tied, and they're both about the same price point. So there's no advantage one over the other. For foundations this year, I tried so many, and I actually like a lot of drugstore foundations. But as far as trying new stuff this year, I really like this. This is the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation, and if you like the face and body, you will like this. It's just a lovely, it's light, it has a skin-like finish. You don't see sand when it dries down. I mean, it just looks beautiful. I think on an assortment of skin tones, I'm going to be 66 in a couple of months, so I have like dry patches, I have you know, lots of wrinkles, very fine lines, discoloration, skin damage from all those wonderful suntans I got in the 70s. Boy, I looked hot in those disco dresses. Yeah. But, you know, this is when you have your payback, of course. I'm getting paid. I'm paying back for all kinds of sins I did in the 70s. Holy cow. Anyway, MAC. This is the Studio Radiance foundation. It's my favorite. You get a nice, healthy looking skin from this, and I think that's a good objective with foundation. You want it to be healthy looking but not overpowering or heavy. It does have a fairly good lasting power. I'd say about 6 hours before you'd have to retouch in places, you know, under the nose or whatever. I do have an honorable mention foundation, and I think it would look nice if you have normal to oily skin, or even normal to dry, but dry skin people, this isn't good. It's the Il Makiage. Yeah, Il Makiage. This is, again, you know, you see it all the time in the ads, and it's very annoying, and the women go, ooh, you know, and they just absolutely love it, you know. It wasn't good for my skin. Now I have kind of dry patches here and there. I do exfoliate at least 3 times a week. I am practicing better skin care now, and I think that's why it looked better on my skin this time, is because I'm doing better skin care. So it wasn't always the product that was wrong, it was my skin care routine. So Il Makiage, when you go on their website to look at buying this kind of thing, it's $44. But what they do is they have this thing called a free trial. For 2 weeks, they'll send it to you. You just pay the shipping, which is $6.27 and change, something like that. You pay the shipping, and they send you the product. They give you a free brush, and they tell you if you don't like it within the 2 weeks, to let them know, and they'll, you know, they won't charge you any money for the product, and they won't send any more products. And I thought, okay, I didn't like that. They have a replenishing system with this, which I didn't like at all. You have to opt in for a 3-month replenish or a 4-month replenish. And I thought, no, I don't like companies sending me something every 3 months. That doesn't work for me at all. And the way they have it in their website, it's kind of tricky. It's almost like you can't order this unless you enroll in one of their replenishing programs, and I just don't like that at all. I think that was terrible. Anyway, I opted for 4 months. I figured at the furthest out that you can go is 4 months. I can change it by then and stop it and all that. But the Il Makiage, this is shade 35, Woke Up Like This, and it was a perfect match to my skin. Absolutely perfect match. I mean, right, when I put it on, you didn't know my skin from it, except it made my skin look better. So in that regards, it's a really good product. But because I have dry skin and little patches, and I have, because of cold season, and in the cold air makes my nose and my eyes run. So I'm constantly under my nose is all red and everything. And this just didn't look good on my drier skin. But I want to keep it in here because I give it an 8 out of 10, because if you have normal to oily skin, I think you will like this. It's got good coverage, it lasts all day, the color is perfect, and if you don't have dry patches, it really looks nice on people with normal to oily skin. So they had a lot of confidence in their product that it would work, because, you know, they're like, you get your money back if you don't want it. Well, you know, they stood true to their word. I'm impressed with the customer experience I had with them. I said, well, you know, it's not working out for me. I need to return this. And they said, okay, why didn't you like it? And I told them about, you know, how it dried down. It looked a little like sand. It went into my fine lines, things like that. And I just couldn't deal with it. If you have texture and fine lines, this isn't going to work for you. And they said, okay, no problem, we won't send you any more. And I said, you know, are you going to make a shipping label or something so I can send it back to you? And they said, no, you can keep it, you can keep the brush. Really? Well, after the conversation I had, I got an email with a $25 gift card to get anything else on the site if I'd be interested. And I thought, that was really nice. They said, we're really sorry you were disappointed, because we know that it's a good product and we worked hard on it, but you explain why you didn't like it, and we want to give you a gift for that. And they gave me a $25 coupon to use on, you know, blush or concealer or something else. And I thought that was just super nice. What a nice company. Okay, enough on that. Let's go into blush. I have a single blush, and then I have a trio blush here. My single blush is something I used every single day practically at work. This is NARS in Behave. Behave. Thank goodness it's not one of those sex names. You know, he has all those sex names for things. It's just the perfect, everyday, not intrusive, not over the top, not Vegas showgirl. This is a perfect everyday blush for somebody who's 50 and over. I mean, it just looks really nice. It doesn't exaggerate texture. It gives you a nice, healthy looking color, and it's just perfect. Behave from NARS is my favorite blush. Patrick. Oh, Patrick. You know, Patrick Starr has a brand called One Size, and these trios, there's several different variants. You get a mirror on this side, but look at this. There's a cream shadow. There's a cream shadow here, which is a beautiful, and then we've got kind of the corally pink, and then we have this beautiful warm peachy color. I love this palette. This palette is stunning. It is absolutely my favorite blushes. I dip into this often. You know, if I go somewhere, I'll match either the cooler tone or the warmer tone to whatever I happen to be wearing. I love this. This is beautiful. I don't care if it's cream or powder. There is a little cover on it to protect it, which is nice. What do they call it? The Pat Flap? Patrick Flap. Now this particular combo of colors, I'm going to spell it for you because I don't want to say it, because I can't believe Patrick, it's P-F-A-T, fat, and then A, $, fat, hello, Patrick, shame on you. But that's the combination I love, the fat one. Beep. Wonderful, wonderful blush. It lasts all day. It's got beautiful pigmentation. It blends like a dream. I like the cream and I like the powders. I use this kind of warmer shade the most out of it. And you'll see there's lots of divots divots in there from me using it. I love this. And there's several other color combinations if you like something in more rosy tones, or if you like a deeper tone. He has compensated for all skin gradients of skin color, and wonderful, one size. He also has a fabulous setting spray, but it's been sold out. I've never been able to get it. It's always sold out. So anyway, bronzer. Let's do contour first, because this is a classic with me. This is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Matchsticks. And Matchsticks, she came out with just a few of them at first, and now she's got a whole bunch of them. Amber and Mocha are the two best as far as contour goes. If you are medium to light skinned person, they're beautiful as contour. They stay all day, they blend nicely. This is one, probably the last 3 years since they came out, they have won my top of the year. I've never found anything that's beaten these. I love this Fenty, and this particular shade I believe is Amber. Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury. This is the bronzer, airbrush bronzer. There is a mirror here. It is a number 2 shade, like the medium shade. The light shade is just a little bit too pale, and it blends more in my skin. It doesn't give me that nice kind of bronzy look. I like to kind of go up along the edges here, under here, décolleté. It's just a beautiful, warming up the skin kind of bronzer. It's beautiful. The packaging is nice. I feel all bougie, you know, when I'm using it. Really, really nice product. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. This is the best powder bronzer. Highlights. Rare Beauty highlighter. This one is called Enlighten. It's always sold out. I happened to get it when they were putting it out. I'm like, yes! This summer, when I think they came out in spring. I don't know. I finally was able to get one in the summertime. Look at that. Oh. Now you don't get that stripe from space thing from here. You do get a lot of glow. You can build it. You can also, even if you wish, you can put it, you know, as an eyeshadow. But this is Enlighten, the shade Enlighten. There's several, I think there's 5 shades. If you just go to a Sephora in real life and just swatch your finger through and feel it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like silk. It's just beautiful. It is stunning highlighter. It's a powder format. It's so finely milled. Again, it just feels almost like a liquid. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. For my all over finishing powder, Hourglass. There's no contest here. Hourglass. This just melds everything together so you look pulled together and beautiful and healthy. Even if you're not really healthy, you're not treating your skin very well. The Hourglass, this is diffused light, and I just get the small ones. These are, I think, $25, $28. I just get the small ones. I don't get those major pan palettes that they have with the octopus and the cheetah and the, you know, the buffoon on them or whatever it is. I just, there's always a shade or two in those that I don't use, and I don't think to use them. If I see a single product, I will pick it up and use it. If I see a palette, I will bypass it and go for a single. I don't know, it's psychological, I know, very bad, but I really like this single Hourglass and diffused light. Perfect all over powder. Now to spray the face to keep everything in place, this is the Sephora, this is the makeup setting spray from Sephora. It's not popularly talked about in the YouTube genre. I think just because there's so many other really nice travel sprays, and those people who did manage to get the Patrick Star one, I think it went viral after somebody used it, Cher or somebody used it, and you know, you can't find it anymore. As soon as it comes in, it's out. It's sold. So I've gone to a couple Sephoras looking for it, and then I keep forgetting. You know, I have a life. You know, I have a life besides makeup. I know that surprises you, but the Sephora brand, even though that's not really luxury per se, but it is sold in Sephora, so I'm going to count it here in this category. It's a really nice all over makeup setting spray. Now this is Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. Now this is a little bit different. You would use this like if you were using an eyeshadow and you really want the eyeshadow to pop. So I would put that on the brush, and then I would spray this fixing spray on that. And then when I put it on, it's going to magnify the intensity of that shadow. So let me just put that on in there. Hate to waste it. Okay. This is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, and I use this kind of as a fixing spray. I think MAC had like a Fix It thing. They have a new one now, Fix It Forever or something, or Fix It at Night, or I don't use that anymore from MAC. I do like this one though from Makeup Forever, and I just got this little size, which was nice. It's just perfect. I don't need to get really big sizes of things because I have so many products that I rotate that it takes a long time to get through things. So the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix is a perfect for if you're putting shadow or liner or something on. You can also dip your liner brush into a shadow, put the fixing mix on it, and line, and it makes almost like a liquid liner effect. So that's a very nice use for it as well. So I have 3 palettes here. 2 are eye palettes, and 1 is an all over face and eye palette. I'll go over that one first. Root Cosmetics. They have a lot of edgy cosmetics, and they have a lot of traditional looking cosmetics. They have 2 of these face palettes right now. One is Nude Orleans, which is kind of rosy, and then they have Nude York, and this is the perfect all over palette. You have your face palette here. You have 2 blushes, a bronzer, and you have this beautiful highlight. And then on this side you have a base lid shade, you have a crease shade, you have a really nice kind of in between the crease shade and your lid. You can put something like that. It's lighter. You have a nice like 10 and 2 shade. You have a deep shade for the corners or for lining. This beautiful shimmer shade here I use underneath the eyes to shimmer, to have a shimmer under the eyes. And you know, you have like a purple and a pink shimmer also that you know, you can jazz things up if you want. This is the perfect palette. I took this to Reno with me last year. It was the only eyeshadow palette I used, and it had my face products in there, so I didn't have to carry so much. These are perfect, and you have a deeper cooler tone and a lighter warmer tone. Depending on your outfit or your mood or whatever, you can change it up. So I didn't feel like I was denying myself of anything by having this. This is the perfect travel palette. If you're going on vacation or something, or you know, it's too late now, but if you're doing the holidays out of town, this is the perfect palette to take. Root Cosmetics Nude York palette. All right, let's do special limited edition and food palette. Glam Light. They're always doing something, you know, they're always doing something clever with food, and this just is too adorable. I got it for the packaging, and I'm not a person who buys things for the packaging, but this I did. This is the Frosted Flakes palette, and it comes in a cereal box. And on the side, you know, where they normally have the nutritional content, They have fun facts, and they have, you know, awesomeness, 100% daily value, greatness, 100% daily value. And in the ingredients, they have the formulation for the eyeshadows. And it's just super, super cute. And it even has, like, you know, the plastic coming out that makes it look like a cereal box. So the palette itself has a very unusual color story, and you're like, what? What? Didn't you learn anything from the 80s? No, I didn't. They're great. This is Glam Light. They're great. Got a beautiful mirror here with Tony the Tiger underneath. And this color story, I do have the Misty Blue on right now. You've got all these shimmers going down the middle here, and this light one, oh my gosh. You know, let me just do that. See that? Instantly did. Ta-da. Wasn't that neat? Yeah. Just one color out of this. Now these blues I use only as slight accents, or in the end, or just up in here, my you know, like, I call it my color bar, which is just the center area here, just the center. I don't take a color and put it all the way across. I don't do that with anything. But I do like, in the autumn time, I use this beautiful warm brown. I use some of these. There is a gold as well, but it's more of an orange gold. So I don't know if I can put that. I'll put that in the center so you can see what it does. I have a little off center. I think you got the idea. Actually, I'm wearing gold, so, you know, maybe, let's see what we can do here. Let's just move it in. Why not? What the heck? I don't know any of you. Well, actually, I do know a lot of you. It's funny how you know people from YouTube, but you don't know, you never met them. And I feel like I know a lot of you, actually, when you comment and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, she's doing good, or, you know, oh gosh, it's so sad, she's a widow, or, you know, this and that happens. I really feel like it's a virtual family. You know, it's virtual. So, anyway, these are nice, and then you can use, like, a color like this, you can use to accent along 10 and 2 area, which is right up in here, warming up the eye look. You can do that. The black has like a little sparklies in it. The deep blue is nice. This dark midnight blue is beautiful. This dusty blue I have on the eyes right now. I just think that the color story is unusual, but I used some of these colors, and you'll see there's divots in here from me, you know, testing everything. I do use it. And you can see that that glimmer has green sparkle in it. The black has a green sparkle in it. So it's just a stunning palette. Now, my palette of the year, and I think it covers all the bases. You can do a basic eye with it, you can do a glam look with it. It also has a couple of unusual colors in it for a color story. It is the Blessed palette from Sydney Grace, a collaboration with Glitzy Fritzy. It's just beautiful. And, you know, when it came out, you know, all of the people that are subscribed to her, of course, bought it. But then I think she got a new audience because it's just a perfectly well thought out palette. There's, you know, you have your basic lighter shade, and she did match the Creme Brulee from Wet n Wild that got discontinued, those singles that we all love. She matched it, and she's got that. She's got Cinnamon Girl, or this color, Pita for transition shades. She's got a dark brown, a black. She's got this beautiful silver. This one is called Irish Heat, and I've got it under my eyes now as a kind of a, let's see, I'm using it as a under eye shimmer. Let's put that there. And I just put on twice as much makeup on these days I film, and I go out and I look like I'm going to be performing that night in one way or another. This one, Shy Guy, is one of my favorite purples. It's just so pretty. And these lighter shimmer pinks, rosy pinks, you can make such a pretty lid with these. You know, the whole idea that when you're older you shouldn't wear shimmers, that's a bunch of bunk. It really is. It's a bunch of bunk. It's a new world. And you know, when I look at pictures of my grandparents, even my mom, when she was my age, they were wonderful people, but like, I think we're a newer generation and we're putting our best foot forward. And I think it gives us more of a youthful, I don't know if youthful is the right word, but active, healthy edge. I think we look healthier and more active than our parents and grandparents did. I'd rather not use the word young. I don't think young is the right word, because if you get close up to this face, you see all 66 years. So, anyway. Yeah, and it's got this beautiful, this pita brown is just the perfect brown. It's neutral. You know, a lot of people can wear shades in this palette, and she was thoughtful enough to come up with a second palette that's for deeper skin tones. It's kind of a variant of this, but in a deeper way, so that deeper skin tones can, skin tones, I'm thinking ice cream. Can wear it. So the other palette, I'm kind of jealous in a way because I like some of the colors in the other palette. I may pick that up. But I use all of these. I think the only one I don't is the Fritziness color. I think that's the only one that I didn't really, let's see, what will it do? Let's put it in here. Well, maybe I would wear it. Yeah, why not put them all on? I have made several looks on this. I did a couple of videos on this palette during the summer, and you know, it kind of went quiet because everybody was wondering what all the big brands were going to come out with for the holiday, and I think it was a big old letdown myself. I was disappointed in a lot of the releases for autumn and winter time. Yeah, it's just meh, you know, just meh. But this is beautiful, and it is my palette of the year, Sydney Grace Blessed. And that is the collaboration with Glitzy Fritzy. And these clouds here, which she's deeply religious, you know, so she wanted to have kind of a cloud effect. But the clouds are all in the shades that are in the palette, that are on the front here. And all of these shades, she has named them after people she cares about and situations. And yeah, these are all sentimental people to her. There's not a Kathy A shade though, Mary. Come on. Come on. Let's do a Kathy A shade. Blessed palette, Sydney Grace and Glitzy Fritzy, palette of the year 2023. Okay, is she or isn't she? Is it going to be limited edition or not? This is Rare Beauty. This is a brow product. It's absolutely beautiful. Two-sided. She's made so many nice products in other categories. It's really hard to imagine that her brow stuff is not going to be permanent. So in lieu of that, I'm going to go with another influencer, another celebrity brand, and discuss that. This is Oma, Sharon C. One and done brow product. You get, on one end you get this beautiful gel, and this is shade 1. This is the lightest shade. Now this brand tends to cater to people who have medium to deeper toned skin, but they do have products for light fish belly white people like me in some of the categories. You'll see. You can, I mean, anybody can use anything, but I mean, a brow product, that's something that you, it's specifically, you don't really want to have a black brow if you are a light-skinned person with, you know, light hair. So I like both the crayon, which is on one side, and I like the gel. So I usually do the crayon first. And this is the one and done, easy as FK. What, you, naughty, just naughty. You people with these names. One and done, Uma. I know that they now sell this in Walmart. It is a celebrity slash influencer product. I like it, and I couldn't really fit it in the drugstore category because I had other products, of course, but I think this is more higher end. So this is the One and Done from Oma Beauty, shade 1 for fish belly white girls with light hair. For eyeliners, Urban Decay just knocks it out. They just knock it out of the park. Urban Decay, and I have shade Mildew. Any shade in the Urban Decay is worthwhile. It's worthy. I like Mildew. I think I got it because of the name. I bought it in March because I always wear green in March for St. Patty's, and I got Mildew because I really love the shade name. Well, for no better reason, I know that it's a good quality product, and it looks good. It looks nice. Let's get this stuff off my arm. I was going to leave it on, but I can get it off. But I had, for my drugstore products, I had gone and put the Maybelline 24-hour in Twisted Toffee on my hand. And 3 showers later, it was still there. I tried using like micellar water to take off. It didn't come off. The only thing that took it off was acetone, like nail polish remover. It's the only thing that took it off, and probably half a layer of skin with it. Oh my goodness. So if you need a product like that, wow. Okay, but we're talking about higher end luxury products and indie people. My favorite mascara. Yes, Thrive Cosmetics Lash Extension Mascara has been my favorite since it came out. Thrive Cosmetics, they spell it not cosmetics, but cosmetics, like C-A-U-S-E. Cause. They are into causes. They give scholarship to nursing students. They give money to people who have been in a fire or a flood. They give makeup to cancer programs such as Look Good, Feel Better. When you buy a product like Thrive mascara, some of that money goes towards these charities and community outreach. And to me, that's worth paying a little bit more for a phenomenal product. This is my favorite mascara. It's my gold standard, and I constantly compare other mascaras with it. The newest one now, I'm still testing it out, but it's close. Wow. It's this one, the e.l.f. Lash Extender. It just came out. It's not even in most of the stores. You can get it on the website, but this is supposed to be a copy. They've tried copying before, and Milani tried copying these before. Milani came close, but I found in the heat Milani left dings on my upper lid, so they didn't reach it. But this one, I'm still testing it. I have to have really my hot office to try it out. But I've tested it now 2 days, and it's quite a nice mascara. But okay, we're talking about this. Now, there's fakes out there, and if you go on Amazon, you're going to see this and packaging that looks similar to this. When you get it, it's lightweight. It's like a cardboard packaging with an imprinted copycat packaging. It's lightweight. The formula is just generic mascara. God knows what the filler is. It's fake, and it's a lower price than what they charge on Thrive Cosmetics website, so you're tempted. I was tempted. I bought it. I called Thrive and I said, your mascara on Amazon is terrible, and they said, we don't sell mascara on Amazon. So don't buy Thrive Cosmetics on Amazon. It's not real. It's fake. Okay, just a warning. Because some people are going, I didn't like that mascara. And I'm like, did you buy it from Thrive? I mean, because the fakes are terrible. It was terrible. On top of being a ripoff and a copycat, it was terrible. It wasn't even the same formula. I mean, like, they didn't even try. So, the best mascara, high end, is Thrive Cosmetics Lash Extensions. Absolutely beautiful, big, honking lashes. It lasts all day. At night, I love taking the shower at the end of the day, and I just my lashes are wet, and I just kind of pull off the little legs, the little spider legs, and watch them, float down the river into the drain. It's just really cute. It's easily removed without damaging your lashes. It comes in brown too. You could get this in a brown color. And it's a good cause. You're not just buying makeup, you're also contributing to community outreach, and so that is why it's number one with me. For lashes, I use Amazon lashes. I don't spend money for high-end eyelashes because I don't wear lashes more than twice. I don't know. I know that there's, you can buy some liquid stuff that you soak your lashes in and it takes all the glue and stuff off of it, but I don't bother with that. I just get fake lashes from Amazon. I use the Kiss Lash Glue. This is the Lash Couture, so I guess it is a leveled up version of the drugstore lash glue. It works really well. And I use my tattoo liner from KVD Beauty. This has been a classic for me in the high-end realm for a long time. I hope they never stop making it. I really like it. I like the brush. I like, there's a lot of things about this. It's wonderful. It stays all day. The brush itself you can get in and get in between where the little white spots are on your band. You can also go up underneath and get it, from the bottom end if you've got a little skin flap showing under your fake lashes. It's a perfect liquid eyeliner. Lipstick. Charlotte Tilbury. The iconic London Nude. This is one of the few lip pencils I would splurge and spend the money on next to the Buxom. This is beautiful. What you do with it, you kind of overdraw your lower lip and you kind of overdraw your upper lip, and it kind of, the formula and everything, I'm getting it down to the nib. I use it all the time. My Charlotte Tilbury iconic London lip pencil. It's worth it. It's worth it. The Buxom lip liner. This is a plumping lip liner, and basically you would put it all over your lips, and then you can put your lipstick on. This is a beautiful lip liner, and it does give a little bit of heat. It does plump up your lips just a teeny bit. You don't get pain with this one, maybe a little bit of heat. This is not something I would wear every day. For newcomer lipstick, this is Allie Glines. This is her very first makeup line. She's an influencer. I've been watching her for years, and she's a really sweet lady, and she's gotten married. She just had a baby. She's and they're working on this makeup line. It's 3 lipsticks released and a makeup bag. I got the Lily shade, which is, it's kind of the office norm kind of shade. Very, very pretty. I believe this is the lightest shade in the group. This is called Lily from Ravi Beauty, Allie Glines line. I think it's the best newcomer shade of the year. It's the very best new shade I tried this year, Ravi Beauty. It's really pretty. And she has 2 other shades. They're a little brighter and more colorful. I hope she comes out with more products. I really like the quality. It's got a very unique formula, and it's very moussey feeling on the lips. It doesn't hold together, it doesn't make your lips string up or anything, none of that stuff. The T-Rex saliva thing, For standard everyday lipstick, it's called Thanks It's MAC. It is, again, a boring office color. I love this. I can wear this and not look like I'm trying too hard to wear makeup. It is MAC. Thanks It's MAC. And it's a beautiful formulation from MAC. I do like MAC lipsticks. I think that they are classics. We used to compare everything to MAC back in the day. Now we compare everything with very expensive lines. I think MAC is just holding their own. I think they should really kind of revamp their whole line and just, you know, pull out the products that are really good like workhorses for them. I worry for MAC, you know, because they just were so much and then they became nothing, and now they're kind of in the background. They're like, I'm still here, you know, and you know, they put out some ridiculous products this year. I think that mascara wash that they had, it was kind of a mascara reviver or something. You midday, if you saw your mascara was wilting, you put this stuff on and it was supposed to revive it. And I thought, why don't we just revive it with the mascara? You know, it just seemed like a ridiculous product. And then they had you know, some of their lipsticks just are so beautiful, and their glosses are beautiful, and the paint pots are beautiful, and their liners are beautiful. I just and of course they got Foundation of the Year. So I think that they have so much, and yet they are just so overlooked by the public, and it's sad in a way. I just think that maybe their PR is going in the wrong direction, or not going at all. I don't know. Maybe they're just resting on their laurels, and they think that they don't need to promote things or have services anymore. I mean, when you walk into a MAC store, it's young people with an attitude. They don't seem to care. I'm invisible in a MAC store, which is very annoying to me. I buy online if I buy MAC. The MACs that are in Ultas are a little bit better. The people are friendly because they're trained to be friendly as Ulta people, but you still get that MAC snobbiness. You know, just that's kind of sad. Okay, my favorite liquid lipstick was for summer and autumn. This is Blended Girl, and it's an indigenous company. She is Native American. And this is called Sandstone. It is a beautiful, beautiful formula and color. It lasts all day. I wore it to powwows this summer. This is, I think, the lightest shade she has. So they have, she has a few other like deeper tones and berry tones and things that look very, very nice on skin tones that aren't quite so fish belly white. So I really like Blended Girl Cosmetics. I also have eye palettes from her and blush and things. So that was, you know, that was pretty nice. My best red this year, on the high-end level, I actually generally prefer my drugstore lipsticks, but for high-end red, Prados Beauty, and this is another indigenous line. She has a she has I have an eye palette of hers, but I was going to discuss that when I do my indigenous culture video series, which is coming up soon. I'm doing boarding schools first. I'm just finishing up on that one, and then I'll move into powwows and music and celebrities, and then I'll go into maybe some of the other inventions and things like that. It might be interesting. Anyway, this is called Jingle Dancer. And if you ever go to a powwow and see a jingle dancer, they're very, very beautiful with the little cones on their skirts that clink together, and it's a very healing sound. This is a blue-red. It's very strong. This is something I would wear in the evening with the right clothing. Absolutely beautiful formulation. Prados Beauty, indigenous owned. And that's my red for high-end. Different than my red for drugstore. My drugstore red is a more warm tone. I mean, look at the pigmentation of that. It's hard to get it off. Okay. Lip gloss, Buxom White Russian and Buxom White Russian Sparkle. Absolutely the best. I mean, once it's good, I mean, if it's really this good, why fix it? Why bother going somewhere else? Because it works. It's always worked. It's always been a good gloss, and it's a plumper. And I think as a almost 66-year-old, I want that plumping. I want slightly bigger lips. I think it's important to have slightly bigger lips. I'm very pale too, so I wanted something that plumps them up a little bit. I don't wear it every day. I only maybe on the weekend I'll wear it because you can dry your lips out if you do this every single day. But the concept behind the plumping gloss kind of began here. They're really, really good. Buxom, White Russian. You can see already just by putting that on. Beautiful lips. So, finishing touches, scent and nails. For the scent, I have a summer scent and I have a winter scent. So my summer scent, which I wore in late spring and summer, is the 7 Virtues Blackberry Lily. And this is a very, it's sort of sweet and fruity. You do get those notes of blackberry, which is not a bad smell. It's like sticking your nose in a jar of jelly, right? But it's pleasant, and when it hits you, it's kind of like you're walking through the fruit trees or garden or wherever berries grow. You know, that farmer stuff. Absolutely beautiful. And the bees loved it too. One of the powwows, the bees came right over to me. They're like, hey, what's that? You know, but, you know, they figured it out that I wasn't edible and berry-like, so, and they couldn't pollinate me. 7 Virtues Blackberry Lily. Perfect spring and summer scent. Absolutely beautiful. For my autumn and winter scent, this is Valentino, born in Roma. Oh gosh. Yes, beautiful. I feel so bougie when I wear this. This is so nice. I'm so entitled now. This is Tuesday afternoon in Nordy's. Picking up a few things. Really nice. Valentino, born in Roma. For my nails. On my nails I have Heart and Con Soul, which is a pretty kind of unusual red shade. And then my matte kind of work shade. This is the Made It to the 7th Hill. These are both OPI nail polishes, and I think they're really, really nice. I think they're a little bit higher end than the SE and then the, you know, the regular stuff, the Paparazzi or whatever CVS has. Those are bad. They smell really strong and they don't last very long. So, those are the nails. Well, so I hope you're having a wonderful holiday month. A lot of people are busy doing a lot of stuff, wrapping gifts, doing those things. I did the cookies, I did the long letter with pictures in it, you know, in the Christmas cards. We had the work thing. Yeah, so I'm pretty much calm at this point. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch maybe some corny Hallmark movies or Christmas Vacation. Sit back and have a little sippy here of some Grand Marnier. The beverage of choice after 8 p.m. watching a corny Hallmark movie makes it just a little bit better. And you know, you have to tune down your IQ about 20 points to enjoy those films anyway, if you really think them through. I love how, like, they'll go into this remote log cabin in Canada somewhere, and he's got like mini lights in the bathroom and wreaths in every room, a little tree in every room, and it's a man, you know, which, you know, it's just cute. You know, it's just a matter of the cuteness of the story. You just can't think about it too hard. Or you can have what they have, which is hot cocoa. Everybody has hot cocoa in Hallmark movies, so you can always have a nice hot cocoa and drink along with them. But this is my beverage of choice, and in my high-end Waterford Crystal, the only remnant from my former marriage that I actually am still enjoying is my Waterford Crystal snifter. So, everybody have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy Yule, have a cool Yule. Take care. Please subscribe if you haven't before. I'm really not bad to watch. I know my videos run a little bit long, but my heart is in the right place. I'll always be honest with you. And I love you. I will see you in the next video, which will be my skincare, hair care, and beauty tools and Amazon favorites. So a little bit of everything there. That'll be a long one too. Maybe you should have some of this, Grandma, when you're watching me. Okay, take care, everybody. Happy holidays. Toodles. Oh. Let's take a sip of this. Mm. Mm. Cheers. Cheers. Okay, cue the YouTube Christmas song, Christmas Village. Woohoo! That is the YouTube holiday song of choice. You'll see in a lot of people's holiday videos. That's so we don't get demonetized. Should I have explained that? I need another Grandma.